It's time for a Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview with head coach Katie Stabler of the Burros for volleyball tonight. It's time for a Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview.
Good evening here from Hillsboro High School. My name is Josh Boyko with you here on your live event as we're back for another season of volleyball on your live event, the home opener for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros here tonight as we welcome you aboard atop the broadcast booth, brought to you by Farmers Union Ryan Opdahl Insurance Agency. Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro, Ryan Opdahl for home, auto, business, life, and farm insurance. Visit the agency in downtown Hillsboro. Call 701-436-5777 to get in contact with Ryan Opdahl at Farmers Union Insurance, bringing you our broadcast booth here tonight up in the Hillsboro Event Center as we get ready for the home opener for the Burros, and it's a non-region contest for both of these teams who are yet to get into that portion of the schedule. But we are looking forward to some good quality volleyball tonight. There's some good players on both sides that are going to be gracing the floor, so we'll highlight some of those in a moment, and we'll get to a tournament up in Northern Cass that both of these teams played in just last week. So early stages of the volleyball season, we welcome you back in here this fall as school is just getting underway. And we're getting back into the swing of things here on YLE. So thanks for joining us. Make sure to like and subscribe on this broadcast if you enjoy the local free-to-watch sports coverage of your favorite teams as we push near 25,000 subscribers on the YLE YouTube channel. Make sure to go show some love. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button to keep supporting us here, bringing you Hillsboro Central Valley and Oak Grove sports here tonight. We'll take our first break. When we come back, we'll review that tournament from last week for both these teams and some players to watch when we return.
At Bank Forward, we understand ag. Many of our employees have deep agricultural roots and understand firsthand the ups and downs of farming and ranching. When you talk to us about your ag operation, you can trust we understand your language and the current state of agriculture. Stop in today and let's discuss your ag operations needs. Standing with ag producers. Since 1927, it's simply the forward way.
At Ambra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their driving claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Ambra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Ambra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. The dog days of summer are here and harvest has begun. Please stay safe this season. Summer also means heavily discounted shop, seed meter, and planter inspection rates. Cash and early order discounts pair with $50 per row rebate offered on new systems. And don't forget the fantastic interest rates, including 0% for 1 year. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 with any questions or visit planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
We welcome you back inside the Hillsboro Event Center pregame before Grovers and Burros for a regular season non-region match for both of these teams. And let's get to the tournament that these teams took part in most recently here over at Northern Cass, hosting that, a large tournament. Good turnout there on August the 29th. Let's take a look at the Burros' path through the tournament. Two-set victory, as it's three-set max matches in these tournaments. So against Sargent County, they started off with a 2-0 sweep and then move on to Medina Pingree Buchanan. They tie it 2 sets during that one. Then Midway Minto, they swept them 2-0. Hankinson swept them 2-0. And then made it all the way to face Langdon Area Munich. That one goes 3, and Langdon Area Munich takes that one over Hillsboro Central Valley. But a good showing from the Burros and Katie Stabler's squad in the opening tournament for them, first season action. And then a couple of wins for the Grovers as well. They beat Enderlin and Linton HMB before falling in that Northern Cass tournament, and a little bit of an earlier exit than maybe they were anticipating, but still a lot of talent on the roster. Haven't even gotten to region counting games yet, and the first one of those for the Burros will be on Thursday against Carrington, which will also be a home game. That one over in Buxton at Central Valley High School before they go on the road for their first regular season match of the year against Harvey Wells County, and then they come back to the Heck in Hillsboro to face Mayport CG. And for the Grovers' upcoming schedule, they will take on Mayport CG, the defending state champs, as that's going on Thursday. Then they'll return back home again after hosting Mayport. 5 days later, they take on Lisbon next Tuesday. And then out-of-state game, they'll play against Hawley. That one at the Lights at Cheyenne, so a cool venue for that matchup there. In a lower stakes one, interstate type of battle. And then their first region matchup doesn't come till September 15th against Kindred, but then it's on after that. Kindred, Central Cass, Valley City. Some talented teams from last year in Region 1A, the Northern Cass, Wahpeton, Lisbon, as they continue on through region counting games. So there's a look at your upcoming schedule for both of these teams and a look back at the Northern Cass tournament from last Friday. We'll take a look at some players to watch and get to our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews with our coaches here tonight. That when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Growing isn't just what happens in the field, it starts with a plan, the right seed, trusted advice, and a partner who's with you every step of the way. That's Brewer Seed and Egg. From planting through harvest, Brewer Seed and Egg is committed to helping your operation grow stronger, smarter, and more profitable. Because when your crops grow, so do the farms and the communities that they serve. Grow with confidence. Grow with Brewer Seed and Egg.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
It's time for a Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview with head coach Katie Stabler of the Burros for volleyball tonight. And coach, fresh off some tournament action, so take me through just the pre-season, not preseason, but just early season experience.
Yeah, you know, it's great to get that tournament under our belt. It allows our players just to get in, feel comfortable on the floor, us to work on our little kinks that we have before our first, big home match here today that we get to start with, and we're super excited for. But I thought it was a great weekend. Girls learned a lot. We saw some really good things, focused on a couple things that we needed to yesterday in practice to prepare us for the Grovers today.
And speaking of preparing for the Grovers today, what's the key in trying to go up against them?
You know, the big thing is the girls to do their jobs. If they do their jobs, our system works really, really well. It's when we start to do things that aren't normal for us, then it kind of throws us off. So we got to make sure that we are consistent, we are disciplined, and we're doing what we're supposed to do individually, so that we can have just that great team, that great success on there with our system. Defense is going to be huge for us. We were very scrappy this weekend. We put ourselves in great positions as well defensively and kept a lot of balls alive, so that's going to keep us, especially with them having Elena still on that outside. She's been a presence for them for many years, and we know she's going to get some kills, but we're going to try to stop her from getting a few. And then just being aggressive, maintaining aggressiveness on our side, especially against a bigger block that they'll bring. I just want our girls to have confidence and play the game of volleyball.
Mm-hmm. And from season to season in high school sports, of course, there's shifting of position and turnover. So what are we going to see maybe a little bit different this year personnel-wise out for HCB?
Yeah, we have a couple girls stepping in. Kate Spokley's one, and Tenley Dickoff. We're going to see them on that right side. They do a great job. I think they have a lot of control and place the ball really well on the court. Chloe Ackerman is going to be in our libero position this year, which is a little different. Aaliyah Jumpstead's been in there, and we transitioned her to an outside, and it's been going really well for us. And we'll see. Abigail Anderson's a name that we hear a lot. She's been playing for us since her freshman year, but she transitioned this year out of that outside spot to a middle setter for us, and it seems to be going well. We're excited. The girls are, I don't know, they're just pumped. They're pumped and they're ready to go for our first home game, and we're all just excited to take on the Grovers. A really great team. We have to make sure we bring on our A game and do those things that we just talked about.
Awesome. We're looking forward to it, too. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Yes, thank you.
That's Katie Stabler joining us pregame here for the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview. We'll hear from Angie Johnson next.
As an American Family Insurance agent, Chris and Monica Heisey look out for what matters to you most, even when nothing is wrong. These days, everyone wants to save money, and they can show you how easy it is to have multiple policies by combining your auto and homeowner's insurance. Let Chris Heisey Agency with American Family Insurance put some change back into your pocket. For more info, visit chrisheisey.com. That's chrisheisey.com for all the details.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsboro for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota, with receiving stations in Garsky, Grafton, Larimore, Sharon, Devils Lake, Lankin, and East Grand Forks. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or call 701-847-2622. Here in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview with Coach Angie Johnson of the Oak Grove Grovers, and let's talk about the tournament coming off of the Northern Cast tournament, just getting the first few matches of the season underway. What have you liked about your team so far?
Yeah, I mean, it was a long day. We saw a lot of good things. I think we're trying to make sure that trying to run at a faster pace, trying to make sure that we control the pace of the game. So I thought we did that pretty well. Lost before we wanted to, but overall it was a good day.
Mm-hmm. And with any new high school season, there's always going to be a little bit of shift in just where people are playing with graduations and people stepping in. So what are some different things we're going to see from Oak Grove this season?
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple players out right now, just both to injury and everything. So they should be coming back towards the end of September. So hopefully, I mean, that's going to switch around a lot of stuff too. But just hitters being able to hit from all three positions up front, and back row people being able to play anywhere in the back row. And at the end of the day, our motto is like, once we step on the court, once the ball is served, we just have to play volleyball. It doesn't matter where you are on the court.
Mm-hmm. And Elena Foster-DeVold, we've seen her be a special talent for this team for a number of years. What have you liked about her progression and where she's at right now?
Yeah, I think this year we're really continuing to work on her just being consistent overall, being able to hit from all those places. We can't just keep her on the outside and let teams just kind of target her blocking-wise. So being able to move her around and just trying to get her to continue to and she wants to get better every single day, and just challenging her.
What's the main focus in the early part of the season here, just trying to get to that mid-season form?
Limit the kind of dumb mistakes. We've been working a lot on ball control, so just, again, trying to control the pace of the game, but at the end of the day, we just need to get the ball over and in on their side of the court and try to let the other team make the mistake versus us.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Yeah. Best of luck tonight, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
That's Angie Johnson here on the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
And welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we near the opening match for Oak Grove and Hillsboro Central Valley. As we've heard from both of our coaches, brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sponsoring our pregame interviews and our scoreboard here tonight. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit dhb.bank. We break for the anthem, and it's starting lineups next.
At Hillsboro Public School, endurance isn't just for the cross-country team. It is a word that we all practice, whether it's sticking with a math problem until it clicks, practicing reading until a student becomes proficient, or simply showing up ready to learn each day. Students and staff know that endurance builds winners, in the classroom, in competition, and in life. You can find out more about our school at hillsborok12.com.
Enbridge's Indigenous Reconciliation Action Plan is a promise and a commitment to listening and learning from the lived experiences of Indigenous people and applying that knowledge with action to forge a path towards reconciliation, towards building a future increasingly inclusive and respectful of Indigenous rights, values, and heritage. Learn more about how Enbridge is making good on that promise at enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment. If you're dreaming of a new home or looking to refinance, get in touch with First Class Mortgage. They make the process simple, fast, and local. Their team knows the Red River Valley, and they're here to help you with the right loan, with the best rate, and personal service every step of the way. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or anything in between, choose First Class Mortgage, where your story begins. Visit firstclasscorp.com or stop by the office in Fargo.
It's time for the American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. First for the Oak Grove Grovers, they'll send out a middle hitter, number 3, the junior Addison Hunt. Number 4, a sophomore middle hitter. Number 4 is Katie Christensen. A freshman defensive specialist in the back row, number 5, Sophie Larson. The libero, senior number 6, is Lyndon Brodeski. Your setter for Oak Grove is the junior number 7, Molly Welsh. And then outside hitter, senior, the star of this team, Elena Foster DeVold. And then rounding out the lineup, the outside hitter, junior number 12, Claire Middle. The Grovers are head coached by Angie Johnson. And now it's time to meet the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. A senior, number 1, outside hitter, Aaliyah Jelmstad. A senior outside hitter, number 4, Kate Spokley. Then another senior, the middle hitter, number 5 is Abigail Anderson. On the outside, another senior is number 6, Malia Brill. And a sophomore outside hitter and opposite, number 10, Tenley Dickoff. And one of the stars of this team, the middle blocker, middle hitter, the senior, number 14, the lefty, Peyton Olson. And the libero, rounding it out for Katie Stabler's Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, is number 17, Chloe Ackerman. Those are your American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups for tonight. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower owned. Visit crystalsugar.com. The teams will exchange hands, and we'll have our first set underway shortly here from Hillsboro High School, the Hillsboro Event Center, coming up in just a moment. Glad you could join us here on your live event for the season opener at home for the Burros. A non-region contest between these two teams. Region 2A represented by Hillsboro Central Valley, and representing 1A is Oak Grove, who were the number 1 team in Region 1 last year. They took that into the postseason where they lost in 5 to the number 3 seed Central Cass Squirrels, who would go on to state along with Valley City, who went through the Grovers in the 3rd place game. But this was a number 1 seed Grover squad last year that still has a good amount of returning pieces to this starting lineup with Hunt, Braneski, Welsh, Foster DeVold, and Middle, all contributing factors from last year. And for the Burros, swapping in a couple of new spots with Chloe Ackerman taking over the libero duties, pushing Aaliyah Jelmstad into the front row. And playing some outside hitter, Tenley Dickoff also going to the front row, too. Serve, and we're underway. Hillsboro Central Valley working from the left to the right side, as this one's blocked by Middle, but it's going to go out of bounds. Hillsboro Central Valley grabs the first point of the match. Serve coming again from Abigail Anderson. Here's Foster DeVold teeing up and swings hard, swings through. First kill of the night for Elena Foster DeVold. We heard in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview with Katie Stabler saying Foster DeVold's going to get some kills tonight, as she does against everyone. It's just a matter of taking away some of the easy ones and limiting those mistakes that could open up spots for her to take advantage. Speaking of taking advantage, there's Peyton Olson. Olson for Hillsboro Central Valley answers right back. It's 2-1, Burros on top. See, Olson, a multi-sport athlete, also excels on the basketball floor, too, averaging a double-double there. She's got good size in the middle. Here's a serve from Jelmstad, pushing it back through Katie Christensen, and Foster DeVold couldn't get to it. So nice serve from Jelmstad. Gets the point for HCV. This one a bit too strong out the back. So that'll be side out, and entering the contest now, you have Caroline Nelson in to serve, and then also in the front row, Bo Richardson for the Grovers. Here comes a set, and the kill for Peyton Olson, set up beautifully by Abigail Anderson. Zero spin on that serve as it goes to the back row. This one blocked by the combination of Brill and Olson. We'll give it to Brill with the block. Gets another point for the Burros, out to a 5-2 advantage. Foster DeVold punches it over with the offhand. Here's Anderson, the set, deflected at the net on the swing from Dickoff. Kept alive, popped back over by Anderson. Foster DeVold rejected by Olson. Stays alive, Foster DeVold to the back row. Jelmstad able to keep it up. Brill tees it up and swings it down. Malia Brill with the kill for Hillsboro Central Valley. What a point there is the block getting involved early. Katie Stabler got to be impressed with that, seeing the fight being taken to the best player on the Grover side. Another one sent back as it's Brill and Olson again blocking Foster DeVold, but this one sneaks through for Bo Richardson, the senior off the bench. The outside hitter from the left side is able to pop that one through and force the side out. Here's Foster DeVold to serve. And a low liner, barely over the net, fielded by Jelmstad. Foster DeVold will keep this one in from the back line. Now a swing and a good spot from Molly Welsh. Welsh, the setter, able to go back line, and Jelmstad unable to track it down. Some good placement there. Free ball coming for Oak Grove. They get it over to Welsh. Diving stop by the libero Ackerman. Popped up, swing, Welsh, deflected at the net. Here is Anderson setting outside for Brill, rejected, but it's out. Bo Richardson was over there on the far side for the Grovers and got a good piece of that one, but it just landed off the sideline. So the kill goes to Malia Brill. Short serve, a good one. Welsh got it past a diving Aaliyah Jelmstad in the back row, splitting between Ackerman and Jelmstad. Soft serve towards Ackerman. HCV having a little bit of trouble with this one, and Jelmstad just off the left line. It's another point for the Grovers as they've strung a few together in a row now with Katie Christensen, the sophomore middle hitter, at the service line. To the outside, Anderson will swing hard and gets it through the block as Chloe Tice is checked in to do the setting, pushing Anderson to the front row to do some hitting. Brill with some good elevation on the jump serve, but a little bit too strong out the backside. Another service error from HCV in the first set. Laser serve, and it sails a little bit long for Sophie Larson, the freshman libero for the Grovers. A service error will give it right back to the Burros as they trade them off. Kira Kazed with the serve. Here's Welsh popping one up, and a good swing from middle, but it's kept up. Set from Tice into the swing, a block from the front row with Hunt there for the Grovers defensively. Someone popped over an awkward angle for middle, but she did a nice job with it. Welsh with the center deke on the second touch goes over, but HCV handles, then rejected at the net. Molly Welsh with the block, sending back the Jelmstad swing, and that's another point for Oak Grove, pulling them to within one on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The junior Welsh to serve, jump serve, sinking liner. Tice to the outside. Popped over by middle. Here's Brill setting to the outside. It got barely over for Kate Spokley. Now Spokley up top for Anderson. Foster DeVold, a big swing. Handled well. Brill dug it out in the back row after a deflection at the net. To the outside, Foster DeVold again. A nice dig by Ackerman, the libero. Hunt this time finishes the job off the set from Welsh as the Grovers tie it up after being down by as much as 3 in this first set. Good pace to this game. We're knotted at 9 apiece in the opening set of the home opener for the Burros. Long serve, and Brill couldn't handle it. It was going to be close to the line. She tried to field it. It pops off the basketball stanchion and straight back down. That's an ace serve for Molly Welsh. Ackerman handles the nice serve. This one dancing on the net, and down it goes. Anderson doing the heavy lifting at the net, as we'll have a rotation coming in as Tice goes out. Peyton Olson is back in. Welsh, a far side set to Foster DeVold, pounds it through. Spokely was there defensively for the Burros, and she got up on time, but the ball sneaks through the block. Foster DeVold with her second kill of the first set. Anderson for Olsen, got it to her strong side, but it was dug out by Bruneski. Spokely back to the middle for Olsen, the tip down, Bruneski's there again. A joust at the net, and Jelmstad couldn't quite keep it up, was over there tangled up with Brill. And that one goes the way of the Grovers, have pulled out to a 2-point lead in set number 1. Bruneski launches herself into this one. Welsh, back set. And across it goes, Claire Middle off the back line. Jelmstad the serve, goes towards Christensen. The back set as Middle, now the flag waving. Getting some confirmation from the judges. It's going to be Burrows' point, as that one, I think, deflected off the netting above the net. Christensen blocked once, now sent back by Olsen. Nice dig from Aaliyah Jelmstad. Olsen got there, but then Brill runs into Olsen, forcing her into the net violation. The Grover's point. Bo Richardson in for Middle. And also to the bench goes Sophie Larson. Nice pop. Handled by Caroline Nelson, who just checked back in. And Foster DeVold blows it away. Jelmstad couldn't quite get there. Good swing from Elena Foster DeVold, who's been around this program for a while now. Gets her third kill of the first set. When talking with Coach Johnson during pregame, saying just working on rounding out her game, as she's been just improving continually throughout her career. Another net violation, I think, on the Burros, as Brill again jumps through Olsen, forcing her into the net, taking away what would have been an HCV point. Into a crowd played by Christensen. Olsen goes back over quickly. Set, far side. Foster DeVold got it. The Grovers finding the hot hand. That's 4 kills for Foster DeVold. It's a 4-point lead in set number 1. We'll break here on YourLiveEvent.com.
You don't have to have your whole life figured out when you get here. But we're a great place to start. Take a tour. See what fits. Find something that feels right. Who you're meant to be. Your calling. You'll find it here. And you'll make it a career in just 2 years. That's why North Dakota State College of Science is the smarter way to college. Learn more at ndscs.edu.
That timeout brought to you by Brad Richter of Nodak Insurance Company in Hillsboro. For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's agents with answers. That's Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro and Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. Coach Stabler talking things over with her squad, trying to get them back in the rhythm. They had the early lead by 3 points, but have fallen behind as Elena Foster DeVold has started to find a rhythm along with Molly Welsh. Some good team ball being played by the Grovers midway through set number 1. Olsen with a swing deflected at the net. Foster DeVold has this one popped up. Who's going to get it? It's lost in the ceiling and down it goes. Elena Foster DeVold with 5 kills now. A service error from Caroline Nelson. Brings Chloe Ackerman, the sophomore libero for the Burros, to the service line. From a stand still, she fires and handled well. Christensen, though, fires long. Back-to-back Burros points. JV was tightly contested tonight. The Burros got set number 1. And then the Grovers countered with set number 2. Went to 3 as that one put down by Christensen. And then it went to extra points in the third set, but Hillsboro Central Valley pulls out the JV match. 18-14 lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard for the Grovers. This one landing just out. A good call. Good talk by HCV. Chloe Tice back into the contest. Teed up and sent back. Richardson rejected by Brill, who's been active in the front row, countering with a number of blocks. Short serve, and it's going to be an ace. The Burros are right back in it, and a timeout called by Oak Grove. Angie Johnson wants to get her team back in the rhythm after seeing a 4-point lead dwindle to 1 on a 3-0 run from the Burros.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro.
The timeout brought to you by Brad Richter, standing just to my right now. He sponsors the Nodak Insurance Company timeout this season, as always. You can find him at the office in Hillsboro or sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. 18-17, Grover's lead, but it's dwindling right now. Both teams have had a 3+ point lead in the first set. And we've now got ourselves a tie. A nice swing there on the Burros side, knocks us at 18. Set to the outside for Welsh, powers it through. But into the net she goes, and that will erase the point. Caroline Nelson had a nice set across for Welsh. That gets wiped away by the net violation and gives HCV the lead back. Welsh a tip, and that one is down. Pancake diving effort from the Burros defense, but could not get there quite in time. 19 apiece. Here's Christensen the serve. Nelson to the middle. Hunt's tip is handled. Nice layout from Nelson, but the defense is scrambling, and taking advantage is Malia Brill. It might have been Anderson in on that. Didn't quite grab it, but the Burros back out to a 1-point advantage as they trade them off. A tip at the net, jousted for kept up by the Grovers. And that one will fall. Odd effort from Brill. Could not get there. 20 apiece. A nice first set from both squads. Both coaches talking to me earlier about just limiting the easy mistakes. There's been some service errors in there, some net violations, but both teams have found themselves right where they need to be at the end of this set to take advantage. An ace serve from Sophie Larson will force the timeout from the Burros. Grover's back on top. A topsy-turvy set number 1.
A reliable connection makes everyday life easier. And when you need help, it matters who answers. Hallstad Telephone Company delivers consistent internet service backed by friendly local customer care. With fiber optic technology, flexible plans, telephone, and cable TV, HTC helps keep communities across Minnesota and North Dakota connected. Dependable technology, local people, service you can count on. See what's available at hallstadtel.com.
21-20 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as we get the Brad Richter Nodak Insurance Company timeout at the end of set 1 for the Burros. They find themselves down by a singular point. Another good serve and another ace for the freshman. Sophie Larson with back-to-back aces at a huge turning point of this contest. This one, though, an error into the net. But you'll trade off 2 aces in that exchange, and the Grovers will be content with that. Set to the outside from Welsh into the antenna. Knotted at 22. What a close first set. Timeout called. We'll break here. 30 seconds with the Grovers using their final one with the tie at 22.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, a fun close to set number 1 it's going to be. The serve from HCV, a diving attempt, but the tip. You see Addison Hunt pointing out she loved the effort from Sophie Larson in the back row. The freshman's been a great catalyst for Oak Grove in the first set. An over hit, and now coming back, a nice dig from Ackerman keeps it alive. Brill's touch handled. Foster DeVold tried to send one through, but it got blocked. Tip at the net, all-out effort from Bruneski gets there. Anderson deflected at the net, handled by Bruneski. Brill, set, Jelmstad rejected. Burros can't keep it up, and the Grovers are a point away from taking set number 1. Set point. The server is Molly Welsh, the junior. A deep serve. It's too strong. And a rotation will get Peyton Olson back into the game for Chloe Tice. So some more size up front for the Burros. To the outside. Foster DeVold, the tip. They say it. Well, the line judge had it down, but they play on. And kept alive by the Grovers. What a point. Olsen buries it for the Burros. I saw the line judge on the left side point to the ground on the Foster DeVold tip, but it did not get acknowledged by the judge in the stand. They play on, the Burros scrap and pull out the point, but this one blasted home. The Grovers are back to set point. Bruneski the serve, it's in, the set is over. The ace serve from Lyndon Bruneski, and it gives the Grovers set number 1 by the score of 26-22. Or it's 24, sorry, 26-24. Oak Grove wins set number 1. We'll take ourselves a break, and when we come back, we will recap our set brought to you by Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance. Back with more on YLE after this.
The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club.
At the Hillsboro Body Shop, Ben brings years of experience and friendly service to every repair, big or small. It happens. Vehicles get damaged, unfortunate crashes, scratches, windshields broken. Ben will take care of it with honest professional service that you can rely on. 701-636-4981, Hillsboro Body Shop, 701-636-4981. Ben says, thank you for your business.
Hillsboro Campground and Laundry is conveniently located right off I-29 exit 104, offering spacious pull-through sites large enough to accommodate Class A rigs with tow cars. Laundry services open 24/7, serving both our campground guests and local community. And for extra flexibility, furnished rentals are available up to 3 bedrooms, perfect for overflow guests or housing your harvest crew. Whether you're here for a night or a season, Hillsboro Campground has you covered.
Keep yourself healthy as we head back to school and into the autumn season. Hillsboro Drug and Gift is your locally owned full-service pharmacy with prescription and over-the-counter medications, cough and cold medications, and more. And don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
Recap brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance Ryan Opdahl Agency in Hillsboro set number 1, 26-24 your final. A 6-kill set for Elena Foster DeVold leading the way for the Grovers, but it was the serving with 4 aces that they stole, almost all of them coming at the end of the set, is what decided set number 1. And there is another one coming your way, as the Rovers get off to a good start with Welsh getting the ace serve to start set number 2. There's 2 aces from Sophie Larson, 1 from Welsh, as that one is in on the line. Another ace from Welsh. That's like the reverse announcer's jinx right there. You start talking about her and the ace serve from before, and now she's added on 2 more. Lyndon Bruneski also ended the set with an ace. putting the Grovers up to 6 tonight. Punt from the middle. A great setup, and she destroys that one. Good start for the Grovers, up 3-rip in set number 2. The out call was being given from the back row. Jelmstead was going for it and then kind of played it half-heartedly as she heard. Oh, good serve with some sinking movement. Ackerman handled it, but it was a great serve from Welsh. Welsh sets up Foster DeVold for a good swing. Can Olsen keep it over? Yes, what a recovery from Hillsboro Central Valley. Foster DeVold again. Dig Ackerman to the outside. Jelmstead. Oh, it was just off the line. Real close, but it's off the line, and it's a 5-0 start for the Grovers. Timeout, Hillsboro Central Valley. We're back in 30 seconds.
Imagine your life in Hillsboro, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsboro, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsboro has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsboro, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Welcome back on the Brad Richter Nodak Insurance Timeout. A reminder to like and subscribe on your live event here as we thank you for joining us tonight at the Hillsboro Event Center. Thanks to you joining us online, helping us keep the lights on and doing what we do here on your live event, bringing you free to watch local high school sports. Molly Welsh has been on a serving run. That's now her 6th serve. And there will be a 7th coming as Claire Middle goes opposite side of the floor, makes it 6-0. Chased down by Anderson. Ackerman gets there to keep it alive. But the slam from Hunt set up beautifully. Hunt starting to get into the rhythm. We saw that at the end of set number 1. She's gotten a couple of really good looks. 7-0. 8th straight serve from Welsh. In on the back line. Coach Stabler not happy with that one, asking players to step in right there. It lands on the back line. It's 8-0 Grovers. What a start after such a tightly contested first set, and a service error on the 9th serve of the run for Welsh as it comes to a close, but a great job done by the Grovers junior, getting them out to a great advantage. Jelmstad, deep serve, handled by Bruneski. Foster DeVold, a mishit. It kind of worked, though. Brill, dug out by Bruneski. Foster DeVold tried to power one through the block, but Olsen said no. Was up there with Spokley. Long serve coming, and it goes out. Got the Grovers parents doing a little OUT out dance over there on the far side. This one out the back as well. You got the HCV fan section letting those parents know that it was out that time, having a little friendly banter back and forth. Fall sports is back, and it's a beautiful thing. It's 9-3, and this one goes around the antenna. Burrows trying to dig themselves out of what was an 8-point deficit to start set number 2. They've added 4 of the last 5 points. Oh, no shot to defend that. The quick set from middle to Foster DeVold, and she buried that one. Jump serve goes towards Brill. Olsen clubs one over. Off the block, laying out was Jomstad, but it's over the rest of her teammates. Another timeout will be called by the Burros. Katie Stabler is going to use her second timeout, both in the first half of set number 2 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
(11-4) is your score with the Grovers on top after taking set number 1, 26-24. A much easier start to this set for them, going up 8-0 off of a Molly Welsh service streak. And now it's Caroline Nelson. Nelson the serve, Brill with a running start and puts it down. Malia Brill able to convert for her third kill of the night. Popped into the front row, back set, a little bit behind Foster DeVold, and HCV was in the net. Point Grovers, now Foster DeVold will march back to serve. Good tip. Tenley Dickoff with the kill there. Just a savvy play, finding the right spot. The serve return also got him out of the corner, and now Brill with the ace serve. Back to back goes Malia Brill, trying to will HCV back into set number 2. It's back-to-back aces. To the back line, played by Bruneski, and this one sails long off the right hand of Molly Welsh. Deep serve, a little bit too deep. Four-point advantage Oak Grove with Katie Christensen. To the service line, goes towards Jelmstad. And swung on, hit through by Abigail Anderson, muscling that one through the block. Spokley and Audrey Tice into the game. Jelmstad got it past the block with a deflection. Foster DeVold got it in the back row. Tip at the net. Good awareness from Nelson for Oak Grove. This one an overhit, and they couldn't make the Burros pay for it, but it ends up being Grover's point in the end anyway. And the prime opportunity for Bo Richardson at the net. Richardson and Nelson to the bench. The 6 on the floor right now for Oak Grove. At the service line, you have Sophie Larson, then Foster DeVold and Berneski in the back row. Welsh, Hunt, and Middle in the front. Here's Middle, a swing, diving dig from Malia Brill, but the Burros couldn't get back to it. Good serve from the freshman Larson, as she's been on a roll with that tonight. Burros trying to recover. Middle off the block. Brill pops up, a good opportunity, but the set didn't get to anyone. And that one's over. Brill in front of Ackerman. Down it goes. 6-point Grover's lead, have led by as much as 8. Larson to Brill on the serve. Ackerman goes to the back row with Foster DeVold. And Hunt wins at the net. 3 kills for the middle hitter, junior, number 3, Addison Hunt. Another service error for Larson, but she's been a net positive from the service line thus far. Abigail Anderson, the serve for the Burros. And the tip goes over right away. Good smart play from Welsh. Think about Welsh. She can swing away with the best of them in the front row, but also has that setting experience where she knows just how to be crafty with it. Peyton Olson beats the Middle and Hunt block. 3 kills for Olson. Jelmstad serve. Middle pops it. Back to Jelmstad. Set by Anderson. Olson got denied by Hunt. Addison Hunt just as much of a factor on the defensive side at net front presence as she is, swinging away from the middle. Brill with the charge into it, dug out by Larson, but it goes out. Grovers could not recover off the powerful swing from Malia Brill. Welsh, back set, middle, blocked. Kept alive. Olson's gonna free ball it over. Tip at the net, and down it goes. Katie Christensen, the sophomore middle hitter, puts it down. Grovers retain a 7-point lead at 20-13. Hillsboro Central Valley's used both of their timeouts already. Long serve out the backside. A free point for the Burros. Will take them any way they can get them in set number 2. It's been hard to come by. Olson to the bench for Tice to serve. Nice sliding stop from Bruneski to Foster DeVold. Tried to deposit it down, but Jumstead denies it. Quick set. Got it. Katie Christensen again. The setting has been great from Oak Grove here tonight. They've had a couple of girls rotating through and taking their turns there. But it's all been working. To the outside, Anderson had to adjust. Welsh pushes one back row towards Ackerman. And popped out of play by Tinley Dickoff. Tied for the largest lead of the set with Oak Grove up top 22-14. To the outside, rejected by Richardson and Christensen on the Oak Grove block. Welsh towards Jumstead. A few great diving efforts from the Burrows. They scramble to stay alive. Jumstead will pop for Brill. Got blocked, but Jumstead's there to recover it. Popped over by Anderson. Another joust at the net, and finally won by Katie Christensen. Popped over by Brill with some good topspin to it. Sprawling effort from Bruneski. Keeps it alive. Foster DeVold, an overpass, and it leads to Brill putting it down. Malia Brill, your leader in kills for the Burrows with 5, and a couple of aces to boot as she steps to the service line. Tipped over by Richardson. Jumstead got the top of the net, and it's set point upcoming for the Grovers. Christensen to serve. Anderson blocked at the net. Hunt is there to seal the second set. Oak Grove goes up 2-0. They take this second set in easy fashion, getting up to that 8-point lead to start. We'll recap it when we get back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsboro.
And we welcome you back as this set recap brought to you by Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro. As you just saw a moment ago on the ad, we thank Ryan and his crew for sponsoring our set recap here tonight and the broadcast booth as well up here at the Hillsboro Event Center. An 8-0 streak to start after a serving streak from Molly Welsh got the Grovers off to a brilliant start in set number 2. They coasted the rest of the way. The lead didn't really shrink much past 4, maybe 3 at one point. But Oak Grove spends both their timeouts early at 4:11 was the score when Katie Stabler went to her second timeout. Could not rally the troops enough to pull out set number 2. They're down to their final one here tonight. Angie Johnson's squad, though, looking strong as they fought hard to take set number 1, 26-24. And then the second one coming a little bit easier. So 2-0 Oak Grove on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here on YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for joining us here on this Tuesday night as a brilliant block from Peyton Olson gains the first Burrows point. Welsh, quick set for Hunt and converts. Addison Hunt, she saw some time on this squad last year as a sophomore, some regular playing time at that on a number 1 seeded Region 1A team and has only continued to grow her game. Welsh lays out middle, angles it over. Welsh, quick set. Christensen, they're looking for the tip. None is awarded. The Oak Grove bench cannot believe it. But the Burrows will get a point here as that one goes out. Foster DeVold. Quick swipes it over and puts it down to tie it back up. Knuckling serve over towards Brill, who gets a running start. She's got great acceleration into that. And Foster DeVold, too strong out the backside. Foster DeVold slicing across court. What a location that was. A brilliant spot to the vacancy in the defense. That's 9 kills unofficially tonight for Foster DeVold. Set up for Christensen as that was a little bit off cadence. Caroline Nelson in at the setting position right now with Welsh in the back row. Tice, the short serve. Bruneski comes up to grab it. To Welsh and got that one down in front of Jumstead for the tie. Anderson with a strong swing beats the block with Richardson and Nelson over in coverage. Abigail Anderson gets the lead back for HCV. Brill, a nice serve, overpass, and dunked down. Anderson grabs another one. to the outside, sliced back in by Richardson. Nicely done. And that one was ticketed for out of bounds, but Foster DeVold plays that one. Good success for Brill at the service line. A rocket. Foster DeVold tried to chase it down after the first touch, goes sprawling back. That's an ace. Third of the night for Brill. This one, however, is too strong. The Grovers will get side out and rotate in Claire Middle and Sophie Larson. And a service error from Larson, her third one tonight. Thanks to the over 130 of you guys tuning in live right now for Grovers and Burrows Volleyball. So we're just getting the season underway, the home opener for the Burrows. Grovers back within 3 now. Grovers get their first Region 1A match with Lisbon on September the 8th. But first, they'll take on Mayport CG on Thursday, the defending state champions. Foster DeVold rejected at the net. Great block from HCV. Brill couldn't find a friend, and that one will go the way of the Grovers. The Burrows will host Carrington over in Buxton on Thursday. That will be their first Region 2A match. Then next week they will head to Harvey Wells County on Thursday. That one blasted to the back row and on the line. The Grovers are back within a point. Great serve. Jelmstad shanks it off to the left side. Spokley could not track it down. That's an ace serve for Molly Welsh, who had the brilliant serving streak to begin set number 2 that put the Grovers up 8-0. 4 aces for Welsh. Another bullet towards Jelmstad, another ace. A lead change in set number 3 at 10-9. The Grovers take it back over. Foster DeVold couldn't finish the job. Brill over to Bruneski. And that one's on the line. Addison Hunt deposits one down for her 5th kill of the night. And the Grovers extend the lead to 2. Saw Coach Stabler using those 2 timeouts of hers in set number 2 early on. Nothing called on this run for the Grovers now in set 3. As this one squarely squares up the line judge. But that one is out and took it like a champ too. This one knuckling out the back line. Jumstead, a good spot. Welsh had to go one hand, and that one never got over middle. Hits the top of the net. Jumstead goes back row on the serve. Foster DeVold, quick trigger, and blows the Burrows defense away. Double-digit kill night per usual for Elena Foster DeVold. An overpass on the first touch, and that one put down by Bo Richardson. Foster DeVold couldn't quite get it down. Ackerman's gonna resend it over. Nice tip. Katie Christensen, a savvy play as that one lands in the circle of Burrows. Largest lead of the set, 15-11, forces the timeout from Hillsboro Central Valley. 15-11, Grover's on top, eyeing the 3-set sweep.
In today's world, financial decisions can feel more overwhelming than ever, and you don't have to make those decisions alone. At Lux Wealth Advisors in Mayville, we take the time to understand your financial goals and make it our priority to see you reach them.
Whether you're planning to retire, looking for investment advice, or saving for your child's education, we're here to help you with every step. Stop by our office or call us at 701-788-6100. Lux Wealth Advisors, your trusted partner for a brighter financial future.
15-11 is your score in set number 3. Grovers with their largest lead of the set after falling down early. They've battled back from the 8-4 hole. Molly Welsh leads the match with 5 aces. Foster DeVold with 10 kills. And Brill could not handle the serve. That's going to be another ace for Oak Grove. This time it's Nelson getting one. That timeout brought to you by Brad Richter in Hillsboro with Nodak Insurance Company. Blocked away by Christensen at the net. This one grazes the net. It gets over on the serve. The pop-up. Christensen has the Burrows defense chasing. Jumstad sends over a free ball to the back row. First touch was a little off target. So the Burrows are going to survive. They pop this one out, though. It's going to be Grover's point as that largest lead continues to grow. 18-11. Another timeout. We'll be back in a minute.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
As we rejoin the action off the service from Oak Grove, 18-11. Foster DeVold adds to it. The Grovers running away with this one, eyeing the three-set sweep, up 19-11 after falling down early in set number 3. They've come roaring back with a vengeance. Foster DeVold tees it up, and that one's going to work. Chelmstad finally got her this time. A diving effort. It lands in Grover territory. That might be the dig of the match. Foster DeVold powers one through, but it's handled by Anderson. Blocked away at the net. Ackerman calling off a couple of teammates. Gets it to Jelmstad. Touch coming and mistimed by Christensen. Nelson had to be careful to stay out of the net, so it threw the timing off a little bit. Ackerman, nice knuckling serve. A joust at the net, won by the Burros' Peyton Olson. So the Burros have a run in them to get back into set number 3. Foster DeVold blocked. Brill is there. That's 4 straight for Hillsboro Central Valley out of the timeout. Olsen to the back row, dug out by Welsh. To the outside, Foster DeVold blocked again. Tenley Dickoff steps up this time, and the Burros are within 3, forcing the Angie Johnson timeout. Back in a minute here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Chloe Ackerman with the serve and then return to sender. Foster DeVold tried to power another one through, but the block wins again for Hillsboro Central Valley. 19-17. What a run. The Burros not done just yet. Have been down by as much as 8. Grovers are just out of whack right now. The block has stepped up in a big way and altered some of these swings for Oak Grove. To the outside, another miss hit. That time Richardson couldn't sync up with that. Burros are within a point. I think the score might even be off one there. Another Burros point, one at the net. Timeout is called again by the Grovers, as the student section is all pointing at the scoreboard. I think they had a point that they accidentally gave to Oak Grove and then took that one, gave Hillsboro Central Valley a point, but I don't know that they took one away for Oak Grove, so I would have to go back and look at that, but they're talking it over at the table now. This timeout brought to you by Brad Richter, Nodak Insurance Company. For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's agent with answers. That's Brad Richter in Hillsboro and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. No change on our scoreboard yet. We'll go tied at 20 into this one. Foster DeVold with the lefty touch, but it's sent back. (21-20), the Burros roaring back after being down 8. All the momentum on their side. Brill looking for the touch, but it is not granted. Foster DeVold serves at Jelmstad. A whistle is going to stop play and give the Grovers a point. Foster DeVold serves at Ackerman. Now Olson got it through the block. Tied at 22. Side out as Tice rotates in to serve. Goes short. Welsh sets it up, gets it back, and beats the diving Jelmstad. Katie Christensen to serve. Back set. Brill destroys it, sending the Grovers chasing, but they recover. They free ball over. Anderson blocked at the net, dug out. Set to the outside for Brill, deflected at the net. Jelmstad pops for Brill again. Another deflection. Grovers will chase it down, but a miss on the free ball that they're going to have to hit over. Foster DeVold shanks it. 23-23 in set number 3. The Grovers going for the sweep. The Burros trying to stay alive. Free ball opportunity coming for Hillsboro Central Valley. Popped over on the second touch. Point Burros. Set point for HCV. Welsh pops it over towards Tice. Anderson blocked, but the Burros cannot recover it. Tied at 24. First to get a couple of points in a row here. String a couple together from a tie. Will win this third set. Larson gets this one over. She's had a few service errors, but stays conservative this time. Anderson's touch handled to the outside middle and gets it down. Oak Grove back on top. Match point. Larson the serve. And that'll do it. Oak Grove gets the sweep. 26-24 is your third set score. That's how they won set 1 and 3. Tightly fought first and third set here tonight. The Grovers take them all and will win 3-0. On yourliveevent.com here, we'll take a break and then get to our post-game for you, where we'll have post-game interviews brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, and we'll hand out our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and Agassiz Precision Ag Play of the Game. That and more when we come back.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
If you're looking for more than just a job, then check out Prairie Supply Incorporated as they're hiring. Join a team that's been helping communities across North Dakota and South Dakota grow for almost 40 years. Whether you're looking for warehouse, driving, sales, or career opportunities, they offer competitive pay, great benefits, and room to grow with a company that values hard work and teamwork. Start building your future today. Visit prairiesupply.com to view current openings and apply. That's prairiesupply.com.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
I'm joined by Molly Welsh on our post-game interview brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Molly, take me through this one. You had a nice service run there to begin the second set. Talk me through what was working there.
Oh boy. Well, I think we have just put in so much time and effort into the off season through the summer with going to Nebraska and training with them. That was so much fun. When you kind of get in ruts, you just think, okay, just up and over and in. And I think when we got into those ruts, we did a good job of doing that.
Yeah. And there were some times where HCV grabbed some momentum in that third set. It was a tightly contested first set. How did you guys band together and pull out those close first and third sets?
Yeah, Hillsboro, they're a great team. They fight hard. They're scrappy. I think we just came together as a team and was like, hey, just take a deep breath, reset, passes up, high, over and in.
And the serving was really big tonight. You had a lot of aces, especially in end of first set, into the second set as well. Talk to me about the team's serving performance.
We work a lot of serving in practice, and that definitely helps with like spot serving and everything. But we have freshman Sophie Larson who got that ace tonight. She's been a big impact on our team.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you joining us here. Our player of the game tonight, Molly Welsh. Congrats on the 3-0 sweep.
Thank you.
People often ask me, why are Hillsboro Central Valley athletes so successful? Have you seen our fitness center? The weightlifting doesn't stop with our athletics. At Hillsboro Public School, we strive to do difficult things all the time. We help struggling readers read. Our MTSS process makes sure all students are improving. Hillsboro students are challenged to do difficult tasks each day. Please come and check out our school. And if you need a place to exercise, check out our fitness center.
Joined on our Dakota Heritage post-game interview for HCV by Chloe Tice tonight. And Chloe, take me through just this match, kind of what you felt the story of it was as you guys battled hard through the first and third set, 26-24 in both of those.
Overall, I thought it was a good game for Hillsboro. I mean, yes, we had some difficulties, like we were down at some points, but also I felt like we fought at some points and came back. Oak Grove is an amazing team. They work so well together. But I feel like we definitely have things that we can work on. But I was proud of how our first game went with battling wise and coming back from when we were low.
Yeah, like you said, really good squad on the other side over there that was #1 in Region 1 last year. But you guys also had some good bright spots. You didn't phone it in the third set by any means. A nice run after being down by 8. What was working in that third set when you guys were on that run?
When we were on that run, I thought we were working really well as a team. I felt like we came together and we knew where we needed to be and what to do as a team together and better together as a team and work harder. And I felt like we overall in that third set, we played really well.
What was the message from the coaching staff on the Burroughs side as you guys were battling through this one?
Just, stay positive, work hard, get to where we need to be, play as a team, and go where we needed to be and do our jobs.
Mm-hmm. Well, we wish you the best of luck moving forward here as the season progresses. First one in the books here from Hillsboro tonight. Chloe, thanks for joining us. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
At Bank Forward, we understand ag. Many of our employees have deep agricultural roots and understand firsthand the ups and downs of farming and ranching. When you talk to us about your ag operation, you can trust we understand your language and the current state of agriculture. Stop in today and let's discuss your ag operations needs. Standing with ag producers. Since 1927, it's simply the forward way.
Here with Coach Katie Stabler for the Burroughs after tonight's performance. What were some of the takeaways that you had? A 3-set loss, but a couple of those sets going 26-24, pretty close.
Yeah, the big takeaway for us was one big key that we needed to do is we needed to make sure each individual did their job in order for our system to work. And I thought defensively that didn't really happen. I think our shorts, we let a lot more tips than we normally do or we had last weekend drop into that middle of the court. And so then our ones that are supposed to stay wide, they crept in and then they got us. It's way easier to stay wide and come in if need to take a step, but we were in and we can't take balls with their head, or they're a smart team, so it's really hard to take that ball above our head as well. So we got to just make sure that we do our job so that the system works. I was really proud of our girls for continuing to fight in that third set. I mean, when you're down, I don't even know what the score was. It was probably like 20 to 13. Yeah, it was quite a bit difference, and it was great to see. And we had to earn those points. Our front row defense came alive. Peyton Olsen in that front row was getting those blocks. She was determined. She's got a sore shoulder right now, and she's really pushing through. And I thought that she's like, nope, I'm tired of these girls hitting past me. She's a competitor, and she went up there and she made sure she did her job, and that was huge. It caught them off guard a little bit, gave our girls a little break, a little confidence to go, and it stinks that we fell short in that one, but I was just proud that we had fought back and not hung our heads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with that third set, like you mentioned, the block really came to play and fueled that stretch. How much of a shift were you seeing that kind of fueled the team in that third set?
You know, a big. The block was huge. We've been talking about it. We need to get touches. We need to get them thinking a little bit more instead of just swinging straight through, which they were doing against us. You know, so it was great that our girls lined up, found the ball, found the girl, and we pressed early. Maybe that was a little bit early on. We were a little late. They used us a little bit, and they made that adjustment. You know, it took to the third set, but we got it, and we had multiple in a row, which was great to see.
How much of a litmus test is Oak Grove at the beginning of the season, a team that was #1 in their region last year? They're going to capitalize on any mistakes that they see. How nice is that to have kind of a non-region game right at the beginning to see kind of where you're at there?
You know, it's great. They're a great team to start with. We love to have a tough schedule. You know, I think it's really great to have teams that are going to push us and make us a better team. We just saw that with, especially being in Class A, the competition was a lot higher, you know, last year, that first year, and we had to step up, and I think the girls are really doing it. Oak Grove, very tough team, had a lot of returners from last year, and we needed to make sure we brought our A game, and it you know, to get that third set would have been great, you know, and just keep that ball rolling, just to see what we can do. But we were doing some things that looked so good, and then other times didn't look like our team at all, you know, especially in out of system. I really praise our girls for our out of system balls. I think we do a great job of attacking, and tonight maybe we didn't do that. We sat back a lot. We hesitated a lot, and Oak Grove was picking up every ball that we were throwing over, and especially if we give them an easy ball, they're going to come back and put it, you know, down on us. So we got to make sure that we maintain that aggressiveness just to give our team that little bit that we need, or the time we need. We can't just send it to the middle of the court, you know, if there's going to be that. We got to push it, give our girls an opportunity to get back to their spot, and then reset.
Yeah. Well, a good litmus test, like you said, at first here. So a lot of stuff to build and grow on, I'm sure, as we move forward. But we wish you the best of luck moving forward with the rest of the season as we just get this one underway.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, that's Coach Stabler joining us here on our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interview.
At Ambra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their driving claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Ambra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Ambra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. The dog days of summer are here and harvest has begun. Please stay safe this season. Summer also means heavily discounted shop, seed meter, and planter inspection rates. Cash and early order discounts pair with $50 per row rebate offered on new systems. And don't forget the fantastic interest rates, including 0% for 1 year. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 with any questions or visit planterdoc.com.
And we welcome you back here on yourliveevent.com. Oak Grove takes a 3-0 sweep with scores of 26-24, 25-15, and 26-24 in the 3-set victory. Our Enbridge Energy player of the game, you heard from her first tonight. That is Molly Welsh, the junior setter and front row player for the Grovers. Saw her take a number of nice swings, had 5 aces in this one to lead the match, as she paced the Grovers from the service line. An overall really good night for the Grovers from the service line was one of the deciding factors, and especially in those tight sets. First and third set being decided by going to 26 points, so you've got a lot of points that could have gone either way, and then ends up going the Grovers' way in part to those sets, service line aces, rather. And then for our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the contest, we'll go with that 8 straight serving streak for Molly Welsh, 9 in total, but an 8-0 run to begin the second set for Welsh and company for the Grovers, just doing a fantastic job, giving themselves an easy set number 2. When you go up 8-0, it really can just take the wind out of the sails of the opposition. So a nice job done there by the Grovers, just playing good team ball. Welsh with a couple of aces in that streak to go up 8-0 in set number 2. Then our Hallstead Telephone Company connection of the game, Elena Foster DeVold with a double-digit night in kills. And that's a usual thing for Foster DeVold, just a really talented outside hitter that'll have a bright future ahead of her in the volleyball world, whatever she decides to do next there. But Foster DeVold showing why she's one of the top players in the state. A double-digit kill performance tonight, and was connected with her setters all night long, with Welsh and Nelson setting her up well. That is your Hallstead Telephone Company connection of the game. Discover local reliability you can trust at Hallstead Telephone Company. It's how to connect. Visit hallsteadtel.com. That'll do it here for us from Hillsboro at the Hillsboro Event Center on night number 1 of volleyball for the Burros as they fall to the Grovers 3-0 here on YLE. We appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe on this broadcast for more of your favorite teams. Free to watch local high school sports on yourliveevent.com. As we near 25,000 subscribers, you can help us get us there. 25,000 subscribers, not too far in the future here for your live event. Make sure you are one of them to track your favorite teams. Signing off from Hillsboro, Josh Boyko. Have a good night.